Good morning to everyone. I'm officially gonna start my ride to work with ReRe unless I'm watching the skits or something like that. Official ride to work with ReRe. Ride to work with ReRe. It's just me talking about whatever the skits are. I may throw a phone call in every now and then on the ride to work with ReRe. We just go discuss, amen, the overnight or early morning skits or if y'all throw a topic in the chat, we'll talk about that. But I won't be able to read the comments because I'm driving. If I come at a standstill or traffic jam or something, I may glance over and see them. So please don't think that I'm ignoring you because I'm not. Yeah. So happy Wednesday, Hump Day. We got 2 more days of the work week to go. Just giving blessings to everyone on this live, everyone on the sound of my voice. I pray that you have a blessed and prosperous day and enjoy the rest of your week. And to have the day that you dream for, not that you deserve. Because thank God, God's grace and mercy, amen. We don't always get what we deserve, and that's where God's grace kicks in. But anyway, last night's skits they ended. We didn't get any Anthony skits to end our day. We didn't get any Anthony skits yesterday at all. I don't think. So this morning, hopefully, Amber will finally get a chance to see the house. Amen. Maybe we'll get some Dave action. I think the LA trip supposed to be coming up soon too. Maybe we get some Dave action, some Anthony action. I'm sure Denisha go to work today. Right now they just been going and looking at the podcast. I ain't seen no production meetings. Amen. Nothing in the boardroom. Amen. They just talking about yesterday's skit was all about Lauren driving the G wagon to work. Amen. And Wayne not being over honeypot. That's all we got yesterday. And Amber taking pictures. Delicia's supposed to be over the podcast. I don't even think she came to work yesterday. She was in her nightgown all day yesterday. So the starting off the podcast a misunderstanding. Yeah, starting off as a misunderstanding. Let me get to see if I got a podcast picture here. Hold on, then we're gonna talk about Dan later on. Misunderstanding. Lord. Telling y'all it's just one misunderstanding. But that's what we here for, y'all. We love the drama of it all. Let's talk about the podcast. Let me see if we got a podcast picture. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get there. Hold on. A change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. Okay. As the podcast turns, that's what we gonna put up today. So yesterday again was all about Lauren putting up in the G wagon. Last night we seen that Dan is continuing to crash out. Let me repeat that. Dan is continuing to crash out. We're gonna start there this morning. Y'all, Dan is unraveling. Hey, EP93, good morning, sir. How you doing? Dan is crashing out. Dan about to take his homeboy, one of his cars. It shouldn't be a misunderstanding. Uh, this is a man who has nothing to lose. He has went so far as to pawn his jewelry. He has went broke for Lauren, but he has made it to Atlanta. Amen. And I talk to Dan jokingly, y'all, but in real life, this is a dangerous situation. Do not play, and I want to make sure that I make that clear because I joke a lot. Hey Nancy, I joke a lot, but I want to make it clear. In real life, you don't play with men like Dan. You don't play with people, period. Situation. And a man was using a woman to use people. That's the moral of the story because you don't know where people's mental is. Even if it's sex, um, even if it's not per se, but you have someone sexually addicted. You got to be careful with who you get a yes ma'am and yes sir to. I'm speaking to the women and the men. You just can't give people yes ma'am and yes sir. They kick up after the yes ma'am and yes sir has been administered, amen, in the correct way. Everybody can't handle that. Yeah. Nancy, Shayla, I need to call Shayla. Oh yeah. Okay, so Nancy, I will put that on my list today, either at lunch break or sometime today. I will, or if I get to work real early. I've been getting to work about an hour early. So if the traffic and stuff flow, I will be talking to Shayla today because she's a misunderstanding. There's gonna be a free call. So I'm gonna tell her this call is sponsored by Nancy B. the Scratcher. Y'all, I got me a little notebook. I'm gonna start taking my viewer and my subscriber requests on the phone calls. So I will do some on my own, but I'm gonna start because I started that when I first started my page. Then y'all know I had the misunderstanding with YouTube, and so now is back in full effect. And I thank all of y'all who have been supporting me. I'm working to get my homeboy, his name JB from Facebook. He's a Country Wayne fan. And baby, he raw, y'all. I'm letting y'all know now. He raw and unfiltered. I told him, I said, now the Facebook and YouTube, two different worlds. Hey, my eyes a little bit older. Okay, we gonna call if he allows to, we gonna call him Uncle JB so he can, stay in the old school mentality. But I think we're the same age. But yeah, I'm trying to bring Uncle JB to the over to one of the lives, and he's raw and unfiltered. Amen. But I want to have balance on my page. I don't want it to be all about what Auntie think. I don't want it to always think. And hopefully he'll get his own page. I encourage everybody to get their own page, do their own thing. If it ain't nothing but $100 a month, that's $100 that you just getting on here and you talking about things that you enjoy about the skits, or things, or giving your analysis or giving your opinion. If you are a people person and you are talkative and you got the time, because this takes a lot of time, y'all. And the only reason I'm back on track is because I had a lot of time on my hand. But and I don't go out like I used to. So that helped me to be more engaged and get more on some type of schedule. Even though I'm not on a fixed schedule, I hope to get there. Like O'Neal has a schedule. Von Voice Reviews has a schedule. I think Sharon has a schedule. Ayana does a good thing with her schedule. I am a subscriber. I am subscribed to Ayana Enters the Chat page. Anything you want to know on the Bethany side of the field, she covers everything, but she's really good. And she's Sarah Bluefire. And so, but yeah, um, I'm not sure about Miss B. Miss B probably on the schedule, guys. Miss B is organized. I love me some Miss B reviews. So, with all that being said, you guys, we are here to support each other, and anything that I can share, I can't thank God enough. Amen. From for first Deontay for getting me started with this, y'all. This is my anniversary month. This will be 1 year since I started my YouTube page. I believe I gotta look up. I think it was October 20. I mean, I'm sorry, not October. I always say October for August. It was August 28th, I believe. August 28th, 2026 is when I started my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna try to do something big. Hopefully, I have some shirt giveaways that day to be able to do. I already got my shirt designs, y'all know. But hopefully by that day, I'll be able to really just pour into my brand and give out prizes and things like that. Y'all gotta go get over on the noisemaker side with Auntie Vaughn. Baby, Auntie Vaughn has a noise maker pack. Look, I'm advertising Auntie Vaughn. She got a cup in it, a box. It's so organized. I think it's a keychain come in it. It's so organized. And you guys, for the people like the Auntie Vaughns and O'Neills who really plant seed, I'm really, like I said, I'm just more than thankful. Shaman, the moderator on the co-host sometimes on Sharon page, Angela, my moderators, Antoinette, Suzette, Terry Ann, spiritual part of Nucky Book. So again, y'all, I had to get all that out the way because I believe in giving thanks. And if you got people in your life, whether they on social media, whether it's in real life, you got to let people know that you appreciate them and that you care about them in this thing called life. Because you never know. It can be the most outgoing person in the world and nobody ever says thank you. So today, check on your strong friends, check on your strong co-hosts and all of that. Because God is real all the time. All the time. So now let's get to the skits. Y'all let me know, Nancy or somebody, keep me honest. If a new skit drops, y'all please let me know if a new skit drops. But y'all, this morning, I think that Dan probably go pull up at Delicia's, because he know that Delicia's in the podcast too. So I think the smart move for him would be to show up at Delicia's house, and then he just go kind of like follow the trail. The second thing he might do is go to Delicia's house and find out about Delicia and Iman and follow the trail. So it's gonna get interesting. But I think that if we have a podcast show this week, it's gonna be fireworks. So I'm gonna go down the list. So I think Lauren go pull up trying to be smart, trying to, not trying to be smart, as what your mama and them say. She go pull up, thinking she the one and not the two. And I think she gonna get a surprise. Either the surprise gonna be Dan or it's gonna be something. But it's gonna be fireworks at the podcast today. I think Amber, we might get some Amber action today, as far as Amber action, as far as her seeing the house maybe for the first time. I'm eager to see if she gonna be excited about the house or is she gonna look at the house as a liability to her divorce. I'm really wondering what y'all think. Drop it in the comments, and if I can see it, I'll read it. But do y'all think that she's gonna look at the house as a liability to her divorce case, or is she gonna be grateful? Let me know what y'all, or she gonna look at it as a beautiful thing. Y'all let me know. And if a new skit drop, let me know, y'all, and I'm gonna jump off new skit and then jump back in. But I think this is gonna be a Dan the Man day. Y'all, I did reach out to Dan for meeting in the ladies' room, but of course they're busy, so we'll see what happens. I haven't reached out to King yet, but I am looking to do some more meetings in the ladies' room as my channel continues to grow. Bring on special guests and bring up you from the comments. Bring up people from the comments. EP93. This is my theory. Dan follows Delicia to the podcast office. Yep. See Lauren pulling up in the Rosewood. Me too. Me too, EP93. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Top of the morning. Have a successful day. Thank you, R.E. Mills. You too. Blessings back at you. Back at you. Y'all had to put on some new hair today. That short wig was getting hot. It was shorter, but it was hotter for some reason. This one got more ventilation in it. I'm gonna have to get me some braids or something, because this is a misunderstanding. Texas, we've been pushing 105, 106, 107. It's a misunderstanding in Texas. Yeah, I think he gonna podcast too. But I'm wondering if he gonna find out. I need Tamara to have a backbone. Yes, I need Tamara not to be you trying to be like me, and that's cute. I want Lauren and Delicia to keep flexing. I want them to keep flexing. Keep flexing. Turn up. Because I'm telling you, when people cocky like that and and I did the song, oh, it's a new skit. Okay, y'all, I'll be back. Okay, bye-bye. Look, we cut off the live immediately for new skit.